Okay, so day 4 or 5, even though I know I'm not gonna have enough money and I'm calling out of work because I have bad social anxiety right now. Every time someone looks at my face, I think that they think the worst and I start crying. And then I realize um, I have minor depressive disorder or consistent depressive disorder. I've had it my whole life underneath. And so I know what that feels like, but right now I'm just, I have consistent depressive disorder. It's always in the background, but for the past couple of days, I've just been so stressed and so depressed. I can't sleep, I can't eat, and I really hate my life. And I don't. Today's the 10th, and we got 21 days, 3 weeks, and the month is over, and I don't have any money, and I'm calling out of work. And I went to Dunkin' today and bought something, and I'm telling myself that, I have such a big ego. I'm so proud, and, my persona. I used to, I grew up with white people, so I have internal racism because I was born with white people, and you don't really understand internal racism until you leave that community and you join the community that you actually have that internal racism towards. And just my thought patterns and just things I was thinking is like, I don't know. It's just really, really just racist. I don't know. Sorry, I don't want them to hear me talking over here. But I keep telling myself that, I'm picturing me being in a fire, walking through it, and all of my armor, my ego, my pride, my persona, all of that built stuff, my protection, my responses, it's all armor, and I'm walking through the fire, and it's just slowly melting my armor and forging me. And so that's how I, in my mind, try to comfort myself. Because I don't want to have this ego and pride and walk around like I'm Kim Kardashian when I'm living like this. And I don't want to feel like I'm better than people just because that's how I've always thought. And I just don't want to do that anymore. And I want to humble myself. I'm so proud. And it's like I had to build all that to survive. But it's like I don't want it anymore. So I'm, my mind gave me the imagery of that. I was watching something on YouTube, and it was like, you have to have your eyes wide open. The only way is through. And in my mind, I feel like, I always go through this every couple months. I'm always crying because I screwed up a job, got fired. This job, I've been here 9 months, and that's the longest I've been in a job before. I've been unstable since I left, which was 1920 to 27. I'm unstable, and the way I live is I deprive myself of everything just so I can work the minimum. I'm so tired, even though I'm not doing anything. I've got consistent or minor depressive disorder, so I've been depressed my whole life. It's always been there. I've been miserable my whole life. It's always been there. And, I'm feeling it now. And, the thing I was watching is like, the only way is through. If you don't go through, and you put it back 5-10 years, then you'll in 10 years it will hit you, and you'll have to go through it to force you to. And so I'm just like, I want to change so bad. I don't want to be this person anymore. I'm so unfriendly and so rude, and it's not because I'm like have a reason to. It's just because I'm always protected myself. Like, I gotta be mean first. Not mean, like, but I just don't talk to people. I keep to myself, and I've got like this hardened face. Just don't talk to me. Because I feel like, I gotta distance myself from everyone. And I don't want anyone close to me. And the way I grew up at the home, every year you get close to someone and you have your group of people, and a year they'll leave. And so every year that happened, and so it's just like people are, it would hurt at first, but then, you stop getting close to people, it doesn't hurt you anymore. And so yeah, I do that with people. And I just don't like the way I am, and I hate the way I live. And I'm so stressed right now, and I know what I need to do, but I keep going to the store and buying stuff because I need comfort, and I don't have anyone around me. And so food, I know that I don't have any money, but I'll still go get a matcha because that hit of dopamine that I feel when I get the matcha or before I'm about to get it, makes me feel a little bit better. But I just want comfort so bad, and I don't know how to comfort myself, and I can't sleep, and I'm stressed, and I can't eat, and I think I'm gonna get fired from my job. And I just hate being like this. And so my mind is just like, this is the first time that I have my eyes open and I feel everything. Well, I felt it before, but I actually understand that my decisions are making this happen. And hopefully this is the last time it happens, but I don't know. I don't have willpower. I can't force myself to get out of bed. I could have went to work today, but it was the first time I was getting sleep, so I called out, even though I knew that, only calling out yesterday, I might still have a chance if I go to work today. And I still called out to sleep. And I know that later, like right now, I'll be stressing more, but it's just like I'll do the same thing tomorrow, and I don't know. And I really hope this is the last time I go through this. I close this chapter, but I don't know, because I will always prioritize comfort in the moment versus anything. I could be homeless next month. I don't think I will, because I'll probably beg my brothers to help me with money, and they'll probably not do it, and I'll probably be like, I'm gonna be homeless and embarrass myself. But it's just like, I don't know what else to do. I'm 27. I can't be living like this. I want to change so bad, but it's just I don't have the willpower to change. I don't have the energy to change. This is every couple months I get back. I do this every year. I go through this every month. I'm scared about bills because I can't force. I don't have the willpower to make myself work an extra day at work to make sure I have bill money. Like, I can't do it. I don't have the willpower. And so I deserve what I get. I deserve the life that that's gonna happen this month when I don't have money. And I'll cry then, but up until then, I will still do stuff that won't make the situation easier. And it sucks when you know what the problem is, but you don't have the willpower to change it. And and the only thing that's given me hope is feeling that, if I just keep my eyes open, I feel everything and I feel how hard and how low I am, then maybe I won't want to do that. And that will maybe help me change. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And even if I had a cure, if they said, we'll give you overtime, I wouldn't do it. And the sad part is I've been homeless before, and it didn't faze me. People hit rock bottom, like my brother. He was homeless, and that motivated him so much that he got such a good job, and he makes good money, and he promised himself he would never go back to it. And I was homeless for 8 months, and I told my sister, you know what? I kind of like it. I was living at a shelter, and I was like, it's really not a bad shelter. I mean, I kind of don't, I don't mind. And she's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. And it's just like, what is wrong with me? I don't have a rock bottom that will make me change. I feel so stuck because I want to live a better life. And I think this is why I'm so hopeless, because I know that in order to have a better life, I've got to work, and I have to build inner strength, and I don't have any. I know I could build it, but it's just like nothing can make me move. I can't make myself move. Being homeless, being scared, sleeping in the middle of nowhere, nothing can make me move. And I'm just so sad that I can feel this way and wake up tomorrow and they tell me you can work overtime to pay rent, and I won't do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. But whatever.